Hey everybody, and welcome to another session of God of War. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering, why are you back on the beaches of Valhalla? Well, that's because my power went out for a good 3 hours and I lost all of that, like, footage from the run I was doing. But it's no big deal. I've been backing up all of the videos to a save, so it's perfectly fine. But we're going to have to start the run over. I do have shirtless Kratos, and I do have a specific run I want to do. So we're using the Rushdown Shield, we're using the Blade of Olympus, and we're using the, what's it called? The hilt that gives you a shield.
How can you resist investing in yourself?
We've upgraded some stuff. Not a lot, but we have upgraded some stuff.
And that benefit's good to last.
We're gonna have to upgrade some other stuff because, well, if you noticed, it reset all my upgrades. But that is to be expected, I guess. But we are going, like I said. So we're using the hilt of Frostbender, or Frostbender. We're using the Onslaught Shield, and we're using Legacy.
Where is Freya?
Away for the moment. As you know, she's attending to many things presently. Establishing a new governing body for the realms is no simple task. There are leaders to find and recruit, negotiations for sharing power. I'm sure she'd prefer to be here, but you'll have to make do with the three of us for now.
I'm sure we're in excellent hands.
You did miss quite a bit of story leading up to where we were, which is a bit sad. But it isn't the worst thing to happen. I did complete that run, or I did practice some runs before doing this video. We're not streaming today, just in case the power goes back off. That's actually pretty good. Do increased melee damage. So, I don't know, I can't remember what we did in the last session, but there is story tied to this. Crap. So, I've been practicing some of the combat, and we're going to try to be a little bit better. That's probably going to do a lot better. Yeah, we'll take the poison. I will always take the poison. It's good if I want to add some status elements to the enemies.
A substitute daughter. A box full of evils. This one feels important.
This is your blacksmith story, isn't it? His girl was the key, and he died protecting her?
Protecting her from me? seek the means to kill Ares. And what I released.
Pretty much turned all the gods crazy. Thanks again for that.
Quiet head.
Unfortunate. The time I spend in my own Valhalla means you get more time with him.
I don't know if we've already experienced that. That's why I didn't really say anything. But all the story, everything reset, which is abysmal.
Kratos, how well did you know the blacksmith's daughter?
Pandora. She reminded me of my own daughter, who I lost long ago.
I'm sorry, Kratos. Even at your most vengeful, you must not have wanted to see harm come to her.
Pandora was innocent. The way she saw things, she could reach me when few could. She deserved better than to be a pawn, sacrificed in a game of gods.
Your regret is palpable. But thank you for letting yourself remember. That is important.
Also, my comment, I think I mentioned this earlier, but my comment still stands that I probably would never do a full playthrough of this game for the channel. It would probably take me hours, but if I do, I would enjoy it. However, I will have to admit that I probably would never play it on the hardest difficulty, because, like I said, I don't really agree with God of War's pacing problem. Everything else about this game is pretty kick-ass. There are some issues, and I think I've explained that multiple times throughout the series. Wait, what was the other one? But Valhalla just fixes a lot of the issues I have with the game. I do still hate certain combat sections, and I do admit that the combat is best when you're facing a few enemies and not an entire room of enemies. But I'm not going to say that this is a terrible game. It's just, it might not be for me, you know. Oh crap. Ooh, I actually got him. We gotta be careful. Oh crap, actually a big dude.
Right flank!
Yep. I gotta remember the use of all my abilities.
Behind you! Look out!
Yeah. Alright. We did that a lot better than the last one. I'm gonna try to conserve my... Oh, I got a stun. That was a good combo. I think that was a true combo too. I think that was a true combo. Oh, for some reason... Can I break that? No. In the main game, I could have probably hit that and broken it. Yeah! I don't know why I did that. We're going with Blessing of Might. I'm looking for very specific, like, perks this run. And hopefully we can get them. It is a shame that we lost quite a bit of progress. And the good thing is I did make backups of my saves. So if, say, my save got corrupted, I can just download it back. Which is actually what I did when I did a few runs. I just did a few runs, practiced with some things, then rebooted the old save back up. I'm going to regret when you can't do that to save games anymore. It's going to happen. I know it's going to happen, but as a gamer and as an avid gamer, I admit I game a lot. This vacation, which I still have
A little
4
boost
days
this time
left.
around, maybe?
I have probably put in about 30 hours worth of games, 24 hours at the gym, and the rest has just been random shenanigans I do. So I have to admit that I really do like gaming, and I really, really, really hope I never stop. But I will admit that I don't think I would want to game full time, because I think after a certain point I would start to get burnt out by it. However, I have worked at my job for almost 5 years now, and this week and a half that I got for vacation time, it has been amazing. And I really appreciate my boss giving me some vacation time. When I return, I'm going to be refreshed and ready to go. Alright, we're going to turn that off. Ah, crap. Oh, he headbutted me. What? That was a mean combo, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, crap. Oh my. That is a really mean combo, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna use this to grab that. Oh god, I really hate grab attacks in this game. They're very hard to react to. Is Modi gonna kill me? I hope not. Hmm. Alright. He didn't end up killing me, but I did end up using some charges, which infuriate me a little bit. We're gonna do that. Well, honestly, that we're gonna try that. That sounds like a really fun one to try. Ooh, Enraged Slayer. That's the same perk that I got last run. Ooh, this could be really good. This room might have changed my run. But back to what I was saying. I have been gaming for... I'm 30 years old. I have been gaming for 20 of those years. I started religiously gaming when I was 10 years old. And from 10 to now, I have been gaming. So 20 years. And in that time, I have realized that I really love games and I really love the entire art form of video games. But I don't have the same passion or willpower to play certain games that I used to love religiously. So I used to love God of War 2, but current me, God of War 2 is still one of my top games of all time. Heck, I bought several physical copies of it, mainly because for some reason God of War 2, the disc, if it has even a slight scratch on the disc, even a small one, it just will not play. Like, it will not play. Which, unfortunately, both of my copies of God of War have scratches on them, and one of it was because the PlayStation 2 I have, which is a slim version, I got the model with where the filament or the laser disc reader, the little like filament that connects the laser to the actual motherboard, that was crunching up, and it was scratching my discs, and it scratched my mint copy of God of War 2. And that one scratch has made my mint copy of God of War 2 unplayable. But I got my PS2 fixed, so it no longer does that. But to play God of War 2, I have to use one disc, play it for a bit, and then switch the discs out for certain sections, which I love the fact that you can do that. I shouldn't have to do that. I'll probably buy another copy of God of War 2 at some point, because you can find them for $30, $40, not that expensive. But God of War 2 is like one of my favorite God of Wars. It's the only one that I've actually completed. And I really, really love that game, but it suffers from pacing issues and
Helios
whatnot.
has returned.
Like, some of my favorite games, like Metal Gear Solid 2, great game, I love it to pieces, but...
All your righteous haranguing
Ooh.
about how evil the gods are somehow
Ooh,
gloss
sweet
over
note.
that little extra nudge you gave them.
Opening the box was Athena's plan. I did not know the consequences.
You would claim ignorance of the consequences of trusting Athena? Is that your idea of a joke, Kratos? Because I admit it's hilarious. But let's be real, Kratos. Whether you should have suspected the consequences or not, you certainly can't claim that you would have cared about them. You wanted the power to kill Ares. And because you wanted it, everything is justified. That's your moral code at the end of the day, isn't it? To imagine you once again holding an office of solemn metaphysical responsibility. A trusted figure. A worshipped figure. The absolute gall of you to let yourself consider such a thing. I guess irony can have you when it earns you something.
Yeah, but games like Metal Gear Solid 2, I I can't I can't play Metal Gear Solid 2 like I used to, because like I said, I have jobs, I have responsibilities, I'm not a kid anymore. And sitting down to play a Metal Gear Solid game, especially Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 1, and especially Metal Gear Solid 3, which one of the reasons I don't like Metal Gear Solid 3 is because I think the pacing in that game is absolutely abysmal. But I still would like to play Metal Gear Solid Delta, but I'm not spending $70 for a freaking remake of a game that I never really considered like one of my favorites. But I still want to play it before I pass on. I'm going to be a gamer forever, but I'm not going to be as like gung-ho with my earned money. Because I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer, alright, but I also have responsibilities. Which is why, honestly, this week has been so fun for me. And, like I said, I'm very lucky that I got some time off. And I am very grateful to my bosses. But I needed some time to myself. I needed some time to just chillax and not have to worry about anything. The worry will return soon, though. But yeah, games like Metal Gear Solid 2, I love it to pieces, but I can't sit down and play it because the pacing, the story, it's a time sink. And it's a time sink that isn't super fun outside of all the extra modes. All the extra modes are fun. Like, I might do a playthrough of not Twin Snakes, of the Snake Tales. The Snake Tales section was dope. I love that section. But I still consider Metal Gear Solid 2 to be my favorite Metal Gear Solid because it has the best content, it has the best replayability, it has the best extras, and while I still don't think the pacing is great, it has great pacing compared to the rest of the Metal Gear Solid series. But God of War 2, still my favorite God of War. I'd love to do a playthrough of that on the channel, but I can't say it's as good as I remember it because it still has pacing issues. I think the games that have held up the most for me would probably be games like Star Wars, Battlefront 2, Giant Citizen Kabuto. That still is a great game. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, God of War 2, even though it's not as good as I remember, it's still really good. Extermination's another great game. Jak 3, I want to say I still love Jak 3, but honestly, Jak 3, while it does have amazing like gameplay and decent pacing, there are some sections in Jak 3 that just don't sit well with me anymore. It's not as bad as Jak 2's pacing and difficulty, but there are some sections in Jak 3 that I just don't like replaying over and over. Jak 2 I don't like at all. I'm in the minority there where I think Jak 2 is not as good as everyone says it is. It's like The Last of Us. I love Last of Us, and I think Last of Us did a really good job with its pacing and story. Like, I genuinely think The Last of Us has better pacing than God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. But I wouldn't say The Last of Us is like a super amazing game by any means, but it keeps getting remastered over and over because, like I said, I'm in the majority of thinking it's not super great. Definitely a fun game. I'd probably play it on the channel because it deserves some of its praise, but I don't think it's as good as everyone says it is. But Jak 3, it's Jak 3 is like that for me, where Jak 3, I remember loving it out of the entire trilogy. It's chef's kiss, but replaying it now, you notice some of the flaws that your nostalgic brain when you originally played it either skimmed over or didn't care about. Because when you were growing up in the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube era, you didn't care about the flaws in video games because video games were so rare in those days. You didn't often get a chance to play video games like you can in today's video game culture. Like today, there's streamers, there's YouTubers, there's tons of people who just play video games for a living. But back in the days before YouTube, the days before Twitch, video games were a hobby, and you often played one game over and over till you completed it. And that was a lot of games for me. Like, I played God of War 2 over and over till I completed it. I played Jak 3 over and over till I completed it several times. I played, like, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando way too much. And, again, I'm very lucky to have access to all of my favorite games from growing up. Like, I I found a copy of Project Snowblind. I found a copy of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I found a copy of Medal of Honor European Assault. So many good games that I grew up playing, and I am very, very lucky to be able to experience them all again.
Oh, how precious. I don't think you can be trusted to keep that safe at all. Pretty sure he agrees with me.
But yeah, sorry for the no Kratos, no Scry. Oh, we got a new trophy. Man, I'm getting far into this game. I never beat Valhalla. Or, I can't remember if I did or not, to be honest. But, my apologies for the gaming like, commentary. But, I love video games. I love the art of video games, like I stated. If I could be a video game designer, I totally would. I have plenty of ideas for good games that I think would sell well. But, I am not a computer geek like I used to be. And I'm still a novice when it comes to editing and stuff like that. I'm learning, but I'm still a novice. But if I had a chance to just design one video game, that would be amazing. Maybe I'll even start. Like, it doesn't have to be big. You don't have to like make your first humongous AAA
Getting a
title.
choice regarding your fate must be nice.
We can't get anything. But I don't know. I think playing this game again, even though I'm playing Valhalla, which is a mode that I dearly love, I think giving this game a solid chance, trying to get into the combat, trying to get into everything, I think this is good. I think this is good. For those who love God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok, I can see why you love it. I wish I could love it as much as other people love it, but some of its flaws I just can't ignore sometimes. But again, that's every game. Every game is not going to be perfect. So Siren over there, we have to fight the Siren. Crap. Can I throw this at the Siren? That was satisfying. I know it probably shouldn't have been. That was satisfying. Oh my god, we're in normal mode now. I don't know if I completed the previous run on the channel. I think I did complete the previous run before my power went out. But it's been a few days since I recorded a session of this. I've been streaming this on Twitch, which is awesome. But today I just didn't feel like streaming. So no one's watching live. Oh dear.
Untether yourself, man!
Oh shit. What the heck? Oh dear lord.
This close.
Orb. Oh crap.
Still a monster, I see.
I didn't want to lose all my rage. Ah, crap. Oh, come on. That was a true combo. Oh, shit. I hate when it does that. I hate when it does that, like, cinematic kill, but it doesn't actually do anything.
Incoming charge.
Oh, good dodge on me.
Too stubborn to use your shield, huh?
I was using my shield, Helios. That was a true combo. I hate that. I hate that. Centaur. We have a few things that I want to read. Not all centaurs are as brainless and vicious as the ones I have fought. From the forests of Mount Pelion, centaurs were well known for their poetry and winemaking. But when the Lapiths, But when the Lapiths, but when the Lapiths encroached on our forests, they took up arms. It was not long before they were being recruited across Greece for their martial prowess. Very interesting. Where was the... Ooh. Oh, it was Ares who first bred these horned beasts to serve his army. Their effectiveness soon led to their use across more of my homeland's army. Wait, what? Their effectiveness soon led to their use across most of my homeland's armies. Different breeds were developed to serve different roles. I was never once tempted to use them in my own army. They were far too dim-witted and unpredictable. These vengeful ghosts are restless spirits caught between two worlds. Their bodies went unburied, or were buried improperly, so they return to torment the living. In Valhalla, they are every bit as aggressive and full of rage as I remember. Yeah, these enemies were from God of War 1, 2, and 3. Honestly, I hate to say it, but a lot of the same enemies appeared
And they're
through
all
God of
dead.
War.
Kratos was here.
Like there's a ton of enemies that like are showcased in this game or in this mode. That's pretty good. Like I never realized just, oh my god, 6? 6? Oh, come on. This is gonna be hard. Six runes. That is a massive jump. Alright. We're gonna have to do this as quickly as possible.
Ah, there's the one you have to get.
Ow. Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was the one. It must please you to please Valhalla.
We're gonna get that. And then we can go up here. Oh, God help. Need that. Alright, I guess we got this. Yeah, we're doing this. Oh, I hate that.
Incoming charge! On your left!
Ah, that was actually pretty cute. Ow! Fuck, I hate harpies.
Left flank!
Ah, God, I hate harpies so much.
Incoming dive! Incoming left side!
Alright. Big guy down. Or big girl, rather. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that so much. I will forever hate these guys. They weren't quite as annoying in God of War 2, but in this game they made them super annoying. Maybe I'm not the only one.
Great job not hurrying. You look like your fight's tougher after all.
That is really good. I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. That is really good. But that is just going to fit my build so much better right now. But yeah, we still have one. I don't want to deal with that. I'm sorry. Alright. Alright. Oh, I see a rift. This is actually very important. Come on. Like, I can't really think of any moment in God of War 2 that I genuinely hated, like I hate that.
Sever the link already! Why are you using that weapon? Are you confused?
No. I hate that. I genuinely hate the... There we go. There are some things I do hate about this combat system. But it's so fun when it works. Like this. The fact that that's even possible. Possible is super fun. I rolled, but whatever. Again, this is such a cool freaking screenshot. Like, his head popped in the distance, his magma blood all over the place. Such a cool screenshot. Too bad I can't actually use it. Yeah. So far, we're making good progress. I'm sorry, I don't want to deal with you. The key here is to not... I thought that was a rift. The key here is to... Oh, come on. Of course it's on the other side. Get down! Kratos. I don't want to deal with you. I'm sorry. Okay, here's another heavy one. Oh god, it's an ogre. Wait, ogre's frost?
Only getting harder as you delay, Kratos.
Did he heal? Excuse me? Did he fucking heal? He did! He did heal! How? How is that fair? Oh, of course.
Behind you, dummy!
Yeah, I know. Oh my god! And the camera just... Did you see that? That's the things I hate about the combat system. Like, the camera just locks on to the enemy that I'm not trying to deal with. Again.
Behind you, watch out!
Is he the last one? Okay, he's the last one. No. No. The harpy's still over there. Not harpy, but...
Bastard.
No shit. No shit, man. No shit. I hate it. I hate it. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the type of shit that I hate. Like, big enemy, small arena, multiple enemies, and they're getting tougher as the fight gets going. Now that I can focus on this guy, this might be easier. Come on. Ugh.
And things just got harder. Did you forget that haste is a factor here?
That's just too good. Uh, but yeah, combat encounters like that are what make me not like the whole thing. So there's another one over there. And again,
Watch out!
something else I would like, if they're going to have these respawning enemies, then have it so that the enemies, like, drop health stones when you kill them, you know? Now, I know the problem I have with enemies in this game is kind of a, like, it's kind of strictly geared towards this particular mode. Because in the regular mode, Kratos can, you know, beef up, he can go level up, he can, like, get stronger through the RPG mechanics, whereas in this mode you're only as strong as your skill and your loot.
Watching you think?
I don't want that.
What a thrill.
I don't want that. Perfect perk glyph? What's a perfect perk glyph? That sounds just too good. And I might as well get a relic. Hmm. We're going with the invincible barrier. We need that health buff, if nothing else. Alright. I do appreciate the ability to, like, I do appreciate the ability to come back here and upgrade. They could have made it so that you're locked in there, but they didn't. There are some very good... Oh, well, I could have used that, but... Alright. I kind of want to grab that perfect just to see what it's like. Alright. That's a divine triumph. Wow. You know what? Might as well. I mean... Alright. So we got some upgrades. So... Well, I think I was talking about this a few seconds. I never had an issue with annoying enemies in God of War 2 when I played it. There were definitely enemies that gave me a struggle. There definitely were. But I never felt like an enemy was necessarily too cheap or too annoying. Yes, you had to prioritize enemies in combat and whatnot, but I never felt like an enemy was too obnoxious to be fun to fight. And I have recently replayed God of War, probably a month ago, God of War 2, so it's fresh in my mind. Maybe that's probably because the camera was pulled out so I could see every single enemy, and I never felt like I was being, like, attacked unfairly. But some of these combat encounters are getting hard, and I feel like I'm only as good as I can be. I've been practicing, but like I still
Might
think
want to pick up the pace.
these
Unless you want everything
these
to get more
like
difficult.
difficulty spikes are sometimes unfair.
I believe I've spotted your quarry.
Alright, that was one down. Yeah. Alright.
On your right. There it is. They're all dead. Good.
See, that one was fine.
Killing.
Alright, we got one more. I gotta remember where it is, though. Yeah, and also the running around. I'm not a big fan of having to run around to find them. I wish they would show up on your map. Like, you can just see them. Because...
Only getting harder as you delay, Kratos.
yeah, I don't want to do combat right now. Ugh. Well, we're at max difficulty. This is where I either fail or succeed, depending on what the room gives me, and if I can find the freaking room. This could be the make or break section. Also, I think there is, hold on a minute. Let's turn aim assist off. That might be what's causing me to auto lock. I hate that. We're going to do single button. I hate the fluff. I will say this, like, I will say this, that the accessibility options in this game are phenomenal. Probably some of the best accessibility options I've ever seen in an action game. Like, you can really, like, tinker with... There you are. No, fuck. Oh, come on, where is it? It's not this way, is it? No. There you are. Alright, this is the make or break. If I lose this, we lose the run and have to do this all over again. I heard that.
Ruthless as ever, Kratos.
Alright. There you are. I want to get you out. Look at that damage! Look at that fucking damage. Like, look at the damage. Like, you serious? Are you serious? Like, look at that. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh my god.
Let's make a point to barter for any permanent upgrades. Seems it's all this strange currency is good for.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems right.
Valhalla has an
Again, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Air.
You've earned this. You are finding strength and flexibility. I'll tell you more of my story now, if you care to hear it.
Sure.
You may speak.
If you remember, my father had fallen ill. It was bad. An illness unknown to us. I offered to fetch the mage healer from the city, but my father refused. He insisted herbs were the only way to help him. You can guess what happened next. He was gone before the spring. I was devastated. In time, I grew to hate my father's philosophy and dedicated myself to healing through magic. It was a blind rejection of an entire field. Because I believed it failed my father. Because I blamed his death on his faith. The truth is, I traded one limiting perspective for another, but I wasn't ready to see that yet. That's a good place to stop for now.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just every time I'm having a good moment with this game, it loves to screw me over.
I'm honored to bear witness to your journey here, Kratos.
A chance to bargain with Valhalla itself.
I mean, at least I'm getting a ton of good stuff. I mean, I'm slowly getting stronger, which is great. We gotta get this defense, like, thing up a little bit. I hope, like heck, they allow you to max out your defense and strength gauges. I'm sorry, I really hope they do. That would be such a good, like, feeling to be able to just max out everything all the way to the top. I mean, surely they would have to do that. They would have to let you do that. Well, that's frustrating. That's frustrating.
It is all too common to fall to one of the chosen enemies of Valhalla. Don't lose heart.
That's so frustrating. I, I do see people's irritation with some issues with the combat. I don't think the combat is like as bad as like some YouTubers say. There's certain YouTubers I've seen that literally bash both 2018 and 20 well what is it? God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok. Like both there's quite a few YouTubers I've seen bash the combat. And some of it is fair, some of it is unfair. But I genuinely don't like the timer. I don't mind if they say they make them either tankier or they make them deal more damage. But to make enemies tankier and to deal more damage is a bit unfair, especially considering the fact that enemies don't drop health stones. Again, everything would be resolved if you killed an enemy, they would drop a health stone, or if you were hitting an enemy with a long, big health bar, they would occasionally drop health stones, a la Tyr. Tyr does it. Like, Tyr is a great boss battle. He deals a lot of damage, but if you time it right, if you land a few hits without taking damage, and you can dodge his attacks, he drops health stones. See, that's the weird thing. They want you to enjoy that tier fight. They want you to be rewarded, because if you made it to tier, if you made it all the way to tier, that means you've done all the trials beforehand. Thus, they want the tier fight to feel fun. Whereas some of the other fights, it can be random, and it's supposed to be random, it's a roguelike, but it can be random if it's fun or not. And I don't know. I feel conflicted with this game. I'm going to keep trying. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep learning and getting better. Hopefully getting better. But till next time. Till next time. I think this is a good spot to end this episode. And yeah. I'm going to complete this. I'm going to complete this because I want to complete it. I've never completed Valhalla, and I've only beaten one of these remakes, and I really like Valhalla. I really, really like Valhalla. No matter how much I complain, how much I might nitpick, I still really like this mode. And this is my God of War Ragnarok. Like, this mode is what I like the most about God of War Ragnarok. And I know it's weird to say I have a favorite mode in a game that I don't really like all too much, but I do. I love this mode. So we're going to complete it, and we're going to kick some scrawny little ass. But thank you all for watching. I shall see you in the next session of God of War Ragnarok Valhalla. Take care, everybody. Hey everybody, and welcome to what might be the final episode of God of War Ragnarok. So, yeah. I've been practicing with the combat. I started a single player playthrough, and I've gotten to the first major Atreus section and done most of the side content for that section. And yeah, now we're back in Valhalla. Tried to get the camera exactly like it was beforehand, but I know it's a little bit off. And yeah. I've been playing with the HUD off, so this should be interesting. We're going to see if we can beat tier with the HUD off. We're going to choose a different... I do kind of wish that he could change his, like, bottom armor. Also, I did more research. So, this dodge right here does, in fact, have invincibility frames, but they're very tight, meaning you have to be very precise in the dodge. This, if I equip the axe, this also has invincibility frames. This also has invincibility frames. The dodge roll does not have that many invincibility frames. I thought it might, but it does not. So, this move, this move, this move, and this right here has very good invincibility frames. So we might try to use those more often.
There's nothing wrong with enjoying the fight. Please don't forget to barter with Valhalla for any edge you've earned.
So, and also restore a small amount of rage by parrying attacks with L1 and killing enemies. Which this really does make it an absolutely amazing like rage system. But so we're still using the Stonewall shield. Ooh.
Sigrun, dear, as Kratos and I have been off the beaten path, so to speak, I'm curious as to the state of the realms.
Well, since my sisters and I returned to our old Valkyrie duties, the souls of the damned no longer find the gates of Helheim closed to them. So...
No more Hellwalkers spilling into the other realms? Grand!
I can't say no Hellwalkers are left in the realms, but there are fewer. Rasvelga seemed pleased. Or at least I think that's what her expression meant.
So this might be the final run. On camera anyway, unless there's some other unlockables and stuff that come out from the game after I beat it.
Behind you! Look out!
We're also not going to worry about the arrows. We're not going to worry about anything like that. So, yeah.
Calliope's flute again. Still on your mind, brother?
Yes. I will explain later.
Oh, see, I missed. I missed again. Oh, he died. No.
I still can't bear the thought of Sigrun having damaged herself to save us. Or having damaged her connection to Valhalla, which she'd doubtless say was worse.
Will there be consequences beyond her injuries?
I don't suppose I can be sure of that either way. But I'm certainly going to begin worrying about it now. Thank you kindly.
So I think I've gotten some Stockholm syndrome with this game.
What are you going to saddle yourself with?
So I think I have Stockholm syndrome with this game because I've been playing it more and more, and I am slowly getting into the groove of it. I will not say that this is the best God of War. It's definitely not the best God of War for me. However, I cannot deny that there's some weird, like, fun to be had in trying to figure out the best strategies and whatnot. But when the series is over, I'm probably going to link a video I saw of someone who has mastered this game and who is leagues better than I ever want to get at this game. But I watched that video, I saw some tech, I saw some ideas, and that's where I learned that the moves do have iframes, but not every move has iframes.
We're freezing up, brother!
There we go. But still haven't like figured out how to do that. But yeah, GG's to the person I watched. They defeated Tyr as a level 1 Kratos. So I can't remember. Perk glyph, stats glyph, weapon glyph, runic attack glyph, mixed glyph, refill, fleeting echoes, mastery seal. Health burst seems the most effective. But we're going to kill Tyr today. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try to play my best. And hopefully we don't immediately get snuffed out. I think we've had, what, 5, 6 deaths this run? Or this Valhalla playthrough? We're not going to try to do anything out of the ordinary. So we're not going to try to go for the extra, like, kills and whatnot in the, like, tower. Although, what's this? I got something, but whoa! I unlocked a relic. That's right. There we go. But very interesting. A boss. Interesting. I hear a pig. Like, there is a secret boss you can unlock
on the battlefield there.
by doing some proving grounds or Valhalla's Chosen, and we're going to see if we can do that. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to see if I can beat that. Really? Really? I was just talking about how this game doesn't throw enough giant enemies at you, and look, it keeps surprising me all the time. Also, you get invincibility frames when you... Ow. Alright, I rolled. I rolled again.
Right side, brother.
I've learned a lot. Broke his jaw. That was my fault. Yeah. So, I'm done looking at the arrows. I spent so long just looking at those arrows, but the audio cues and the actual sound effects are something I'm going to be listening to.
Behind you, watch out!
Ah, crap. Also, I've gotten better at dislocating the camera back and forth. Oh.
We're freezing up, brother!
Huh. Get that extra kick in for the damage. There we go. And now,
That's the one you needed!
what was that? Alright, I didn't even know that was a combo. I don't even know how much health I have. New room. Perk. Always the perk. Our first reroll. Can't grab that one.
Right then, time to ascend to the next area. You ready?
Actually, we don't really want another perk right now. We still have this one applied. Ah, Fisk again. So, oh, that was so much damage. I gotta get better with parrying. It's so hard to do parries in this game with this sword. And you have to time it really well. They... We're starting to see repeat bosses. Yeah, so my HP is 182 out of 182. My rage is 2 out of 160. So I'm good. That could be useful. We're gonna try this. I'm taking my defense off, but it is what it is.
Mumia, the day my family died was not the last time I saw Calliope. I had journeyed to the underworld to rescue Helios. When I arrived, I heard Calliope's song on the wind and found her in the fields of Elysium. It had been long since I felt such joy. But it was another trick of the gods.
It wasn't her.
Worse. It was. The goddess of the underworld wished to destroy all of creation, Elysium included. She knew that for me to stand against her meant leaving Calliope behind forever. So, I pushed my daughter away again, all while she cried and begged me not to.
I thought that was an illusion. Is that the only enemies that ever appear in this room? Never mind. I spoke too soon.
Watch your right! Behind you! Incoming!
Ow. So I didn't lose that much HP. Alright. We're here again, and the objective is not to do any fights that are unnecessary. We can't get tempted into the loop.
Kratos! It's been not nearly long enough.
I've been wanting to complete. Oh my god, I still have battles? How many battles do I have to do? Also, there's two slots that are like filled in. We do unlock 2 more slots for runes, so 3 of 5. So I need to clear 2 fights. I did it again.
You could kindly not get frozen.
Does that count as a combat encounter?
Still a monster, I see. Watch from underneath!
I hate that.
Crossfire on your left.
The fact that he was still on fire.
I suppose Valhalla's impressed with that.
That would probably be a very good, like, avoidance. We got 6. Oh, here's a hard one. And it's enchanted. We got full HP.
Hit the glowing one before it closes in. Oh, done punishing yourself? How convenient.
See, so much better. Runic Vitality. Yeah, more HP could be very, very good. See, 200, 200 now. We're still on tier 1. This is good. There's a health stone there if I need it. Oh crap, a hard one. How much rage do I have? 31. Not a lot. Oh, good lord. See? It's invincible if I time it right.
Behind you, watch out!
Yeah. Alright.
Left side, murderer! And things just got stronger. Did you forget
Just
peace
focus
is a
on the big guy. We lost a little bit of HP, but not much.
Or!
I don't know where. Thank you, Mimir.
Lying behind you.
Yep. See, I dodged wrong that time. Dodged right that time. I just gotta remember that Kratos has more than just his one moveset. Like, he has an entire, like, unlocked skill tree for all of his weapons and stuff. And I don't use it all. And I need to. This is a medium. Meteor. Or Minotaur, not Meteor.
Right side, incoming. Left side, you butcher.
See, stuff like that. Stuff like that annoys me. Like, you saw, like, I dodged and then he turned around and he...
It's charging at us. Behind you, watch out.
Again,
Feeling a little crispy? Behind you, idiot!
thank you, Helios.
Great job not hurrying. You do like your fight tougher after all.
Wait for it now. There you go. I'm not going to use that. I need to, but I'm not going to. Ignore the harpies.
Behind you, dummy!
That is still such an annoying thing. Like, I swear that is such an unavoidable move.
Right side, you bastard! Wrong weapon, man!
Where'd he go?
Behind you, watch out! Behind you, incoming!
So, if the enemies are coming at you, you can do like that and it stops them sometimes. I feel like I killed that guy the
You win
same
this
way.
round, Kratos.
One more. We have 167 HP, which isn't the best, but it should be fine.
Watch from underneath! Crossfire, right flank! Shield, strike it, now!
Alright.
Watch from underneath!
I'm not good at the parries.
Only getting harder as you delay, Kratos.
So, I used what? One charge? Yeah, I used one.
Valhalla's little game. Time to face your ultimate foe if you're ready. Not.
Alright. Oh, I gotta claim it. We could do another one, but we're going to finish. You can see they're super tanky right now. I don't really feel like doing another super tanky. They're getting super tanky.
Right side, incoming!
Ow. That does a lot of damage. I hate that.
Disrupted, you half-wit!
See, I dodged that time. More? Seriously? Alright. Yeah, none of those interest me. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't care about that. I'm lost. But what else is new? I'm always lost in this game.
And things just got harder. Did you forget that haste is a factor here?
Alright, so how many 7K? 5,000. 15, good lord. So that's the armor you need 15K. And that's the armor, once you get it, you get a trophy for it. I forgot to restock all my stuff. Oh well.
Hello again, Kratos.
Alright, Tyr.
Arms up.
Gotta be careful.
Arms up.
I gotta be careful.
Outstanding technique. Wait for it.
How much damage does this do? A lot.
Ready to win?
Ow!
Be ready.
See? And he can get a free attack from that.
Your strength lives up to reputation. Impressive.
Yeah, let's turn
When
rage
last we
off.
fought, I asked what was inside the box you opened. You told me fear, deceit, hatred.
Ow, I hate that.
Magnifying what was already in the gods.
But you know
Stop
very well
running! Oh my god!
else.
I hate the mobs that just walk backwards. It's like an actual like player trying to like keep you away from their like ultimate or something in a
Watch your leg.
game.
Come on. Come on.
I hate that. Hey, I parried that time. Come on, do a kick. There you go.
Be ready.
How much health? Okay, I'm getting low, but not terribly. Alright.
Right flank. Don't get distracted.
No tear.
There it is. That's it. Arms up.
Did I pick up? No, I didn't.
Arms up.
I hate that.
Trust your instincts, Kratos.
See, it changes that time. I have 100.
Having fun yet?
That is so mean.
The last one's going.
Defend yourself. Don't get distracted. Huxen!
Huxen.
Your strength lives up to reputation. Your mastery of rage is commendable. Let our battle clear your mind.
We're almost there.
Your shield, brother. Use it, yeah?
Huxen, on your guard. Be ready. Don't get distracted. There's the fire. Good, Kratos. Stop, Kratos. I yield.
Hard fought.
Let's see what your mind has worked out. When the evils of the box were purged, what remained was hope, which you chose to release back to the world.
Yes. After everything, you came back full circle to sacrificing yourself.
My death would have been just, but it was not to be.
Yes, you lived, and hope still lived inside you, from that day to this one. One might say you brought hope back to these realms after a long slumber. Box or no box, Kratos. Hope and fear and love and hate exist in every one of us. The question is, which will you choose to let guide your actions? Each choice we make shapes our world.
I see the truth of it.
And
I believe I am ready to walk through that door.
excellent.
Oh, it's time. So, you've probably noticed, for anyone who's watched this playthrough, you've probably noticed I have had a journey with this playthrough. I have felt excitement, I've felt despair, I've felt hope, I've felt like remorse, regret, everything. And this is weird because I don't normally play games that I don't fully enjoy. If I'm not having fun with it, I typically will not play it. And the same thing is with God of War Ragnarok. I respect it, but I don't 100% have fun when I play this game. But this playthrough has made me actually go out and practice a little bit and get a little bit better. I still got steamrolled, and I will never beef up the difficulty past normal, unfortunately. So, like, I've found some ins and outs, and yeah, that was a tough fight. Now I am not quite fully upgraded Kratos, but from the start of this run to now, I am vastly stronger than I used to be. And will I ever play this on Give Me Misery? No. No. No, I will not. I will never play this game above normal. I'm sorry. For those who want to see on the channel of me kicking ass, no. Not on this game. Maybe other games, but not on this game. I'll leave that for the true tryhards out there.
What can I say to you? it did not. A god of war. A god of pain. Of suffering. Of destruction. And Owen said I chase redemption that I know I can never deserve. What does that make me? God of fools? A god of... hope. When all else is lost. You lost everything. And everyone. You became... There is no forgiving you. You chose! I chose. What now? Should I, this same man, should I sit, take, proclaim, lead, place myself in service? In service? Should I lose everything and everyone? There's to be enough left inside so that I do not become you. I do not know. But I have hope. You are cruel and arrogant and selfish. But you are more than that. You have always been more than what others saw. You are more than that.
Well, looks like I missed everything. Did you find what you needed? Glad to hear it, brother. Well done here then, so, what now?
Now, I believe I would like to sit here for a while.
Wow. And that's God of War Valhalla. A bonus mode in God of War Ragnarok. A bonus mode that is repetitive by nature, extremely combat heavy, has relatively good pacing, but gets extremely difficult in the last 2 chapters. Period. Like, the difficulty spike in the last 2 chapters is something else, man. It's genuinely. I admit I was getting frustrated. I did quit playing the game. I did go to the single player experience and did a few hours of that just to get used to the combat, get used to everything. And I did watch some videos of other people playing the game at higher level so I could get an idea of how to play the game better. But this has been a very fun playthrough. It has been a long playthrough, longer than most of the playthroughs I've done for my old series. But what's important is it is a complete playthrough. And if I do anything extra from this point on, it's just going to be any of the side content, if there is any side content. But with that all said, let's wrap this up. Earned another trophy, God of Hope, for completing Valhalla. Speak to Freya. We're almost done, lads. We're almost done. Let's do a cool photo here. That might be the... Oh my god, that is really good. Yeah, that's a really good photo. Alright. Let's wrap this DLC up. Oh my god, it took away all my cosmetics. Well, the journey through Valhalla is complete,
Well
I guess.
done, Joel. I had no doubt you would see this through to the end.
Congratulations. I hope Valhalla gave you everything you needed.
Look who's returning from the front gate for once. Something must have happened in there.
I take it this is a good...
I will join you. I will try to be what the people need.
Good. I'm very pleased to hear that. And that you found what you needed here.
I could not have done so without my friends. I am grateful.
Valhalla is at your disposal, Kratos. If you have more you wish to work out, now or later, we will heed the call.
Start another attempt when ready. See, so there is more, post-game content. There is more post-game content. New challenges, new rewards.
Suppose that was beneficial enough to do another.
So now we can use classic Kratos and normal Kratos now.
Give the playing field just a little tilt, eh?
That seems broken. We have 2 starting stones now. That's that's very incredible. So I guess what? Now every time I still have quite a few. So so it ends. So it ends. Also, this is what I was talking about earlier. How I think, like, this is the only armor set that gives Kratos new looking boots. This is the only armor set that gives him a genuinely new shoes. Also, I don't like this model for one reason. This is supposed to be young Kratos, but young Kratos' midsection was not that wide. He actually had a very narrow midsection. It, this model looks so off. He has very tiny legs, but a very huge upper body and a relatively smaller head now. But from the behind doesn't look too bad.
Gunnar.
This boon is yours. Keep pushing yourself. Valhalla will provide. Ready for a little more of my life story?
Sure.
You may speak.
I was in the fight of my life with the thugs who burned down my father's inn. Suddenly there's this sound, this flapping of feathers, and who should appear but Sigrun herself. Not yet queen, but by reputation, the best fighter the Valkyries had in memory. I was awestruck. She was confused. The violence, the mayhem she sensed, she expected to follow to a battlefield full of honored dead, not a hideout in the slums. I apologized to her for not sending worthier souls to Valhalla, and Sigrun offered to take me under her very impressive wing. But we'll cover that part next time, all right?
All right. I know there's more content to do in this mode. We can fight Zeus. We fight an apparition of Zeus at some point. We have one of the berserkers that we can fight in this mode. The same berserkers that are in-game bosses in the normal mode. We have a bunch of side bosses that we have not seen, I know that. But we're done, pretty much. We unlocked young Kratos. We completed the game several times. We've done a run on normal. We've done a run on the easier difficulty. And we've done, well, most of our runs have been on normal. And yeah, we did do a playthrough on easy. We haven't done a playthrough on hard or give me mercy or give me merciless. I can't remember the difficulty. But what I can know is it's time for the screenshot, and that is a damn good one. But yeah, closing thoughts on Valhalla. Very good. Very good. Not for everyone. Definitely not for everyone, but a very good mode. And honestly, I don't regret my playthrough. I'm finally glad I have beaten the mode that made me love God of War Ragnarok. It still has the God of War Ragnarok issues, and it will always have God of War Ragnarok issues because it's God of War Ragnarok. But I don't dislike my time with this game. And honestly, I appreciate anyone who watches this series. I don't know if it's going to be a series yet or a one long video. If it does become like a series, it will be probably 3 videos. Each however long one long session was, which is every time I've played it over the course of several days. But yeah, this was in my backlog of games to complete, and we've completed it. It took us a while, but we completed God of War Ragnarok's Valhalla DLC, and I'm happy. May this be a tribute to my love for the God of War series, that I can even complete a, not the main game obviously, but I can actually complete a side mode in some of the God of War games that I don't really enjoy playing all too much. Are they bad games? By no means are they bad games, but I will still always prefer the old God of War games over the new ones. But I am excited for God of War La Fey, and it looks like they're doing a lot to fix the critiques I have with this game. So, till next time, everybody, take care.